Have you ever made inventory of your thoughts? Yes, your thoughts, the things you think about. I submit to you that majority of us have never actually checked our thought patterns to actually see where does it come from. Does it originate with us? I submit to you once again that your thoughts most likely did not originate with you. In fact, you were simply born into a family that they indoctrinated you, whether good or bad, but they already indoctrinated you with a set of morals, beliefs that they wanted to instill in you. And as you grew up, you simply adopted those thought patterns, but they did not originate from you. Now, to be more concrete, in the context of religion, we see a lot of people are born into families where they simply adopt a religious belief, but they themselves probably don't know or done any type of research to actually know whether that religion is true or not, right? So let's take Christianity, for example, right? Now, majority of Christians, if not all, they will claim that they read the Bible. But if you actually read the Bible, you will come to find out that the word Christianity is not in there at all. Some people may take offense to what I'm saying, and they say, oh, well, the word Christian is in there. Okay, so cool. Let's actually analyze that, right? Let's analyze that. So the word Christian is in there. How many times? Have anybody ever did some research on that? It's mentioned in the Bible only 3 times. Now, here's the question that I would like to ask you, right? In any of those 3 instances where the word Christian is mentioned, did Jesus call himself a Christian? Did the disciples call themselves Christians? Did the apostles call themselves Christians? Did the patriarchs call themselves Christians? Maybe the prophets called themselves Christians. Did anybody? No. What you'll come to find out is that a bunch of heathens, right, called the followers of Christ Christians. But the actual followers of Christ themselves did not call themselves Christians. They just didn't. So now, if I propose this information to you, here's what tends to happen, right? People tend to face this thing called cognitive dissonance. What is cognitive dissonance? And this goes back to how I started off this video, right? You already have a set of morals and beliefs that have been instilled in you from your parents. They did not originate from you. So when I start speaking this way, you would assume that I'm actually attacking your faith. No. Believe it or not, I want you to believe in Jesus. I do. I want you to believe in Jesus. I want you to read your Bible. I really do. However, I want you to question, is the Bible actually promoting Christianity? The answer is an emphatic no, it is not. Again, I want you to love Jesus. By me saying this, I'm not attacking Jesus. In fact, Jesus will probably come back on the scene and say, what is all of this? What is this? I never promoted Christianity. I'll give you a perfect example, right? Christianity tells you to, celebrate Christmas. Where's the instruction for that? Where's the instruction for that? I mean, if you go read Daniel chapter 10, right? Just read it for yourselves, you guys. They actually talk about a pagan practice. They tell you, don't follow the ways of the heathen who would actually go and get a tree, chop it up, and deck it. Literally, that's the actual terminology they use. Deck it with silver and gold. What does that sound like? Doesn't that sound like Christmas? The very Christmas that they're warning you not to do, right? But here we are celebrating Christmas. Mercy me. Matter of fact, I might correction. I think it might be Jeremiah chapter 10. Do your own research. Then, another thing that Christianity promotes is Easter. Easter? Where's the instructions for that? Can anybody produce any verse that gives us instruction? You know what's so crazy? You read Leviticus, I believe it's chapter 23, and we have instructions for all the feast days. Passover, unleavened bread, the Feast of Atonement, you get what I'm saying? Tabernacles, yeah, Pentecost. I mean, we got instruction for all the feast days of the Most High. Where's the instruction for Easter? And then if all you got to, don't take my word for it, you look it up for yourself. When you do your research on the origins of the word Easter, lo and behold, it comes from something else that's pagan. It comes from the goddess Astarte, Ashtaroth. and now you could start to realize why they have all these pagan symbolism. You got like bunny laying eggs. Wow, it's crazy. It's utterly crazy. And then here's the big one. Sunday. Majority of Christians today go to church on Sunday. And this is what they're gonna say, because again, you might think that, oh, you know, Nick, what's your problem? I was there. I was a Christian. I went to church on Sunday. And they're gonna say, oh, you know, because Christ rose up on the first day, which is not true. Again, you just gotta do your research. Time would fail me if I was to break it down right now. But here's the point. We have all this instruction for people actually keeping the Sabbath. The Sabbath, the seventh day. Even in the New Testament, we can see Apostle Paul literally going to the synagogues, preaching on the Sabbath, right? Jesus himself, I believe it's Luke 4:16, where it says that, and Jesus went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day according to his custom. It was his custom. Do anybody know what the word custom mean? It's like a habit. It was his mannerism to go in the synagogue, not on the first day, on the Sabbath. So then you start to realize, you know, Christians are going to say, Christians just mean a follower of Jesus. Okay, so follow Jesus. Follow Jesus. If Jesus went to the synagogue on, the temple, right, on Sabbath, go follow him. Go do that. Now you're going to start to realize, nah, you don't understand. All the excuses are going to come out. And you're going to start to realize, unfortunately, Christians don't actually follow Jesus as much as they claim they do. You know what they do follow? As I said in the beginning of this video, they follow the traditions, the morals, the codes, the belief system of their parents, of mommy and daddy, perhaps maybe even their pastor. But they never actually check where these thoughts come from. So that's why you hear Christians, they regurgitate the same excuses. And this is the reason why once you hear one Christian and their so-called talking points, you've heard them all. Because they've all been trained to think exactly the same. This is the reason why I'm saying it right now. That's the reason why I'm saying it right now. Oh, the law is done away with. Oh, it's not what goes inside the mouth, but what comes out the mouth to justify eating unclean food. They're going to say all these things that's contrary to the book because Christians don't actually follow Jesus. Now, again, if you are not offended by what I'm saying, if you actually have, the common sense to actually understand that I'm not actually attacking Jesus, that I'm not actually attacking the Bible, some people are going to say, oh, you're not rightly dividing the word. For the people that can look past this, right, and not get offended and actually do your own research, right? You're the people that I'm actually trying to reach out to. And you're the people that actually, I'm glad you wasn't so easily offended because, again, I really want you to love Jesus and I want you to read your Bible. I'm just asking you to actually take inventory of your thoughts. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? Maybe then it might help guide you and lead you to further truth. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, share. Maybe it can help somebody wake up to the truth as well. And with that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is King, y'all.